Hey everyone, me again. Okay, so first of all, I want to say a massive thank you to Tea Lollz, who is another small creator like myself, who speaks, I think, mostly on DCP. Brilliant channel. Lovely person. But I'm not here to talk about problematic creators right now. I'm here to discuss a comment that was put on Tea Loll's video, where she used a clip of mine, which I'm more than happy about. If anyone wants to use clips from any of my videos, please do. I won't strike you. And I welcome all feedback. But there's one thing I want to ask, is that people judge me on my behavior, not on what's on my shelf behind me. Now, what I mean is this comment right here. Welsh Roses want to talk with all that Jeffree Star and Shane Merch makeup in the back. Okay. I own some Jeffree Star makeup and Shane Dawson merch. And my crime is, now I can respect someone pulling me up on something I may say that is out of order. That is wrong, if I get something wrong. Or when I get something wrong, because we all get things wrong. We all make mistakes. And I will talk to you about that. I will discuss the issue. I will either agree to disagree, but I'm not going to shut you down. Never will I shut someone down. But if I feel that I need to address a comment, I'm going to. If I make a mistake, I will be the first one to stand up and say, I made this mistake, then I'm sorry. And I will be as genuine as I possibly can, and as upfront with any mistakes that I make. But to say Welsh Roses want to talk with all that Shane, with all that Jeffree Star makeup in the background, this makeup was mostly gifts from my husband, my children, which I have 4 of. And I see nothing wrong with that. I started doing YouTube just over a year ago. I thought about it for a year before that. And I'm going to talk a little bit about why I started YouTube, or what got me started on YouTube. My health started to deteriorate after having my last 2 children. I then found out that I have a rare genetic condition called Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, EDS. When my son, who is now 7, was 1, well, it was a week before his first birthday, and my health had already started deteriorating, and it quickly went downhill, and I became wheelchair bound. Now, between then and now, I have had a couple of surgeries where I've needed time to recover. I had my gallbladder removed, and I had a growth of my kidney treated with surgery. And at these points I've needed to rest to recover. And it was in that time that I discovered YouTube was more than listening to music or finding ways to fix things. I had no idea of all these communities. I had no idea there was things like the commentary community, the makeup community, the anti-KJ community. That was insane to me. And I started watching a lot of it. And some of that was Jeffree Star and Shane Dawson. Now, at this point, I had no clue, none whatsoever, about the problematic stuff that Shane or Jeffree had done. And so many other people didn't either. But by this time, by knowing this problematic behavior, I already had a lot of these things. I had never got into makeup before YouTube. I had a little pencil case that holded 3 to 4 colours in eyeshadows, 1 lipstick, 1 eyeliner, and foundation that was too dark for my skin. I had no idea. And while I was healing, I started watching these channels, and my husband went out and bought me the Alien palette. Now, this was the first decent palette I'd ever used. I had no idea makeup was this good. I had no idea you could do so much with makeup. I would wear 2 colours on my eyes, a creamy colour and a brown. I would wear eyeliner and mascara. Like I said, foundation, there was at least 4 shades too dark for me. And a dark plum lipstick. And that was my makeup done every day. I had no clue. And I found a love for makeup, and when I was in a lot of pain, I would just sit, try not to move too much, do my makeup whilst my painkillers kicked in. And I found a passion there, and I love that so much. So to come and say that I should, get rid of my palettes that my husband and children bought for me, get rid of my rather cool pig bags that were bought for me as gifts. They're different. How many people are going around with pig backpacks? I thought it was kind of fun, kind of goofy. Love my husband. I love the gifts he gets for me. And my collection started to grow from there. I literally had no idea how bad the makeup I owned was. Probably fake too. So probably really, really bad for me. But to judge me based on the things that I own. If I was to go around this person's house and look at everything they own, would there be things from creators of that product or item or wherever that are problematic? I wouldn't do that to someone. I wouldn't be like, oh my God, you own that palette. You own James Charles's palette. Oh my God, he talks to minors. You should burn that immediately. Bitch, do you know how much that palette cost? Like, seriously, do you know how much that palette cost? He weren't cheap. Like hell, he was not cheap. No, I'm not going to tell him to burn it. Judge me on my behaviour, on my actions and my own words, not on something that's on my shelf. My husband suggested I do YouTube because I would spend hours at night watching, and I had so many opinions about what people were doing and saying. And he said, why didn't you make a channel? Rather than twiddling your thumbs at night, feeling sorry for yourself. And he was right. And now, while I'm in pain, too much to sleep, I sit here and I put my makeup on. And it makes me feel a little bit better, because I like the way I do my makeup. I like trying out new, bright colours, as you can see. It makes me feel a little good on the inside. So that's what I do. So please, if you're going to judge me on my actions, judge me on my words, not what's on my makeup shelf. I own one hoodie, one. And it is a Jeffree Star hoodie. And because of my condition, I have an issue with things that have tags or not soft enough. That hoodie is so soft. It feels so good when I wear that hoodie. It doesn't irritate me. It doesn't bug me where the tags or the seams are. It is probably the softest hoodie I've ever worn. And I love it. Am I going to throw it out or burn it because it's Jeffree Star? No. Am I going to wear it? Hell yeah. Do I talk about Shane Dawson and Jeffree Star? No. Because I know that if I do a Jeffree Star video, people are going to look at my shelf and say, you're a hypocrite. So I avoid the subject. Am I a hypocrite for doing that? Maybe. But it's better than being dragged through the mud just for having something on my shelf. And if it offends you, I apologise for that. I'm not trying to offend nobody. As someone who is wheelchair bound, I like to have things that I use frequently close to hand. And that is why my shelves are where they are. I also have shelves to the side of me here and this side, so that I can get hold of things if I need them, so that I don't have to transfer it into my chair, grab something I need from the other side of the room, and then transfer it back onto where I'm sitting. I'm not trying to be a hypocrite. I'm just doing things that I love. YouTube is one, makeup's another. I'm sorry, but that's just who I am. And I apologise if I offend you. I respect that you have an opinion. But please understand that I have one too. And I'm not going to come to your home and say you shouldn't own this, that or the other. What point would that be? That's just bullying. Simple. But I accept that you have an opinion. And I'll agree to disagree. I'm not here trying to silence you. What point would there be in that? I'd be no better than DCP. I'm just living my life the best I can. And doing whatever it takes to get through another day. So I'm going to stop this here. It's gone on far too long already. I'm going to thank everybody who's watched. Thank you, Tea Lollz, for the shout out. I'm so grateful for anybody who shouts me out. Total respect for everyone talking about DCP right now, because it is such a dangerous subject to be talking about. He is trying to close down everybody who talks about him. I'm going to get some sleep. Good night, everybody. Please hit the like, leave a comment, share, subscribe, and all that. And I shall see you in the next video. Bye.